People seem to be on opposite ends of the street when it comes to violence here in the neighborhoods. Davis says you have the silent majority, people that are afraid to go to the police or even us when violence breaks out because they're afraid of retaliation. And then you have the people that are anything but silent. They're taking the law into their own hands and meeting violence with violence.
First, try to find a friend to go with you so you don't have to get into a cab alone. If you do get into a cab and start to feel uncomfortable, try to come up with a reason for the driver to pull over right away. Or if all else fails, don't hesitate to dial 911.
Right now we're behind the African American Museum, and you can see behind me a whole lot of water is coming in from the river. And we were talking before about finding some standing water in different places. This is water with a current. This is the river overflowing its banks and becoming much larger than it normally is as you pass along. This is normally a bike trail and a little bit of a green space. But as we walk down this big flood barrier, you really have a really good idea for exactly how much protection the African American Museum has here. They have some sandbags on the door and around the corner. They have a lot of sandbags over at the front door. But then they have all this clay, and it's been kind of dropped here, and this is kind of what it looks like. It's hard, and it's more than just sand. It's hard to break apart, and it's all been compacted in here. You can see the tractor marks as well. So with heavy machinery just dumped here and then ironed out. So this is almost impossible to kind of get through. And it's incredibly sturdy. And then what they do is they take that plastic that we were talking about before, and they drape it on top and hold it down with sandbags. And so even with the water coming through the Cedar Valley Nature Trail right here under the bridge again, you can tell not only has it not reached this berm yet, and the water's only supposed to go up about a foot or so, but then it has all of this to come over too. And this is a good 3 or 4 foot drop before it gets on top of here and could get to the building. So while this is dangerous, close, and it goes through a memorial that's there as well, probably dangerously close, too close to comfort for.
And we've been driving around actually for the past 20 minutes, surveying the area, trying to find more damage. But I will tell you, the hardest hit is right here along O Avenue. You can see trees are just lining the streets on either side here. And just around the corner is that massive tree we showed you in the last half hour. But yeah, right here, trees down on each side of the road. We heard of another home that had some damage over on Schultz Street. We checked out that area, but there's a pile of wood kind of neatly piled up, which is a testament to the fact that the cleanup process has already been underway. We had a crew out last night who was speaking with people who were in this area who were hit, who did talk about that very quick response time by Cedar Rapids crews. And that's just one of the things that they got to be thankful for. When we arrived this morning around 5 a.m., Alliant was there. They said that they're fixing at least 7 broken power poles that were taken down, and they have a lot of work left to do throughout the rest of the morning as we continue to try to get power back on for the rest of the people here in the corridor, and we will bring you more updates as soon as we find them.